would like our class speaker, Schierloh, to come up.
Oh, thanks. This was a bad idea. So, a couple kids in my class have been telling me all week to continue to write this speech because I'm a chronic procrastinator. I told them repeatedly and time again that I was just going to wing it, so here's what I wrote down. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, so yeah, how's everyone doing on those team leads, huh? Oh, man. My name's Schierloh. I'm the class's valedictorian. To give you an idea of what I'm like, Mark never really got a chance to talk to me about giving this speech. So the last night of class, as I got my grade and sprinted for the elevator, he passed a message on to my buddy Adam there. And apparently he said to Adam that he's holding Adam personally responsible for anything I do. And tell him he can't use profanity or take off his pants. So here it goes. Oh, man. This has been one of the most difficult years of our lives. I'd truly rather go through puberty again. We have spent this year on the edge at all times, keeping up with a demanding schedule, living out of our cars, being force-fed a ton of hardcore knowledge and actually in the field, practicing medicine on countless innocent people. Under the scrutiny, of course, of all the wonderful instructors and preceptors that, God bless them, continue to point us in the right direction and console us with positive feedback when we say, got a nice IV in a big vein and then dumped a bunch of the patient's blood all over the ambulance while sweating all over them. Or ask an ER doc if they think that person's elbow is broken and get the response of bad x-rays of an ankle injury. Or giving a little bit too much of a med that we thankfully had the antidote for. The point is everyone in here has failed at one thing or another. And through all of this and all these failures, we have collectively learned from them and grown together as a wildly dysfunctional, very creepy family of 24 people, right? Yeah, 24 people that have really committed 100%, not just to be medics, but to become the medics that over the years we've grown to idolize. The medics that are well known throughout their communities, hospitals, and counties. The medics that you might see at your accident walking towards you with their gear and immediately feel better about the situation you're in. There might be a PHRN or two that we feel that way about, but whatever. We've all sacrificed many things to this profession. Time above all else, time away from your normal friends and family. Speaking of which, this goes out to my class especially. If the same person you were dating or married to is still here tonight, you should probably marry them. Or if you're married already, buy them a Fiat. Anyway, this calling demands a lot from us and gets a little more dangerous each year, facing the possibility of injury, infection, illness, or death. For a little money, and in the grand scheme of things, the EMS, the paramedic student is at the very bottom. So why do we put ourselves through this? I think it's because every provider in this room, at their core, has the same desire, determination, and drive to help a stranger, to prolong life, to preserve a family, anytime, anywhere, regardless of their own personal feelings about any situation they find themselves in. Not a single one of them will admit this to you because, they got into this because they're tough as nails and they like blood and gore. At any rate, the paramedic students sitting here tonight, all the more deserve to be here. We have on many occasions carried each other through this program, all seen each other at our most weak and vulnerable moments, and pushed each other to keep going. I definitely wouldn't be here tonight if it wasn't for a few people sitting in this room. And of course, none of us would have made it without Mark, Dara, Bob, every adjunct instructor that dedicated countless hours to make us better, pushing and challenging us to know more every class. And Tom, of course, who has been essential in fixing every phys ed muck-up. God bless Tom. Tonight, for most of us, is the last time anyone gets to call us medic students. Now you're mostly EMTs in limbo with one more test ahead of you. And for all you popping Ativan right now, just at the thought of that test. I strongly emphasize that it is just another test, and everyone in this class knows what we do to tests. Mark's lovely wife possibly made the mistake of telling us that he said we were the best med class he's ever had. So let's prove it August 11th and every day after, as we will undoubtedly change the course of thousands of lives and our careers. That's pretty much it.